Let's solve another radical equation. Remember, we have 4 steps. We want to start by isolating or get the square root by itself. We want to square both sides, the whole side, not term by term by term. We want to solve the equation, and then we always want to check our answer. So if we look at this next example, we have square root of x minus 1 plus 7 is equal to x. Notice the square root is not by itself. So we're going to start by subtracting 7 from both sides. That'll give us x minus 1 is equal to x minus 7. Now, what's the opposite of a square root? Squared. So this is very important. You're going to put parentheses around the entire side on the left and the right, and we're going to square both sides. You cannot individually square each piece. It will not ever give you, or very, very, very rarely will it give you the correct answer. So let's look at the left-hand side. The square and the squared undo one another or cancel. So we're left with just the inside here, x minus 1. On the right, do not then distribute a squared. Remember, squared means write it twice and multiply, right? So what is x minus 7 times x minus 7? We're going to have to FOIL or multiply binomials here. So multiplying this out, we get x squared minus 7x plus 49. And we're into a quadratic equation. How do we solve a quadratic? We get everything on one side and simplify it down, and then we're going to try to factor it first. So we have x squared, negative 7x minus another x, that's minus 15x, and then 49 plus 1, that is 50. Now check this and go, okay, will this factor? It will. This will factor to x minus 5, x minus 10, because negative 5 times negative 10 is 50. Negative 5 plus negative 10 is 15. So we have two possible answers, 5 and 10. But remember, in a radical equation, you always want to check your answers. So we're going to start by checking the answer of 5. We're going to plug 5 in for all of the x's on the original equation. You have to do it in the original equation. So this is giving us the square root of 4 plus 7 is equal to 5. Is 2 plus 7 equal to 5? No, this is saying 9 equals 5. Is that true? No. So x equals 5 is not an answer to our solution. It was a candidate answer, but when we plugged it back in, it didn't really work. So it's not an answer. Let's try it again with the 10. So square root of 10 minus 1 plus 7 is equal to 10. Is the square root of 9 plus 7 equal to 10? Well, is 3 plus 7 equal to 10? Yes. So we get to keep x equals 10 as one of our solutions, but x equals 5 is not a solution. Let's look at another example just like this. So we have square root of x plus 3 minus x is equal to 0. Again, we start with isolating. So we're going to add the x to both sides. We're going to put parentheses around the entire left and the entire right and undo that square root with a squared. On the left, we get 2x plus 3. On the right, we get x squared. We're going to get everything on one side. Now, it's tempting to subtract the x squared over to the left, but remember, we're going to factor this. So it's a lot easier if we subtract the 2x and subtract the 3 over to the right-hand side, because then what we're going to get is a little bit easier to factor. So 0 equals x squared minus 2x minus 3. That will factor to x minus 3, x plus 1. That gives us two candidate answers of 3 and negative 1. And remember, anytime anything starts with a square root, you have to check your answers. Let's check the 3. So square root of 2 times 3. So we're going to plug that 3 in for all of our x's in the original equation. Minus 3 equals 0. So this says the square root of 9 minus 3 equals 0. Is 3 minus 3 equal to 0? Absolutely. Let's try the next one. So square root of 2 times negative 1 plus 3 minus a negative 1 equals 0. I don't know. Let's look at this. Okay, 3 minus 2, that's the square root of 1 plus 1 equals 0. Is 1 plus 1 equal to 0? No. So the x equals 3 is our answer. Do not get trapped in thinking, oh, if it's a negative, it's not going to work. That no, 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 no. There are negative answers that do work. You've got to be careful. Check each one every time.